Okay, this is the 14th Region post-game press conference with Perry Central. Perry Central has won game number one. This is brought to you by Go Time and Steak and Shake and Hazard. This is Bluegrass Sports Nation along with We Elite and also Hometown 24, multi-streaming here. In the first game of the 14th Region tournament, Perry Central has defeated Estill 40-37. We're post-game with Coach Shannon Hoskins, Lance McKenzie, Ridge Beverly, and Tyler Day. Coach, if you could, just take a minute, open it up there and tell us how the game played out there for you today and your initial thoughts.
Anytime you play Coach Bentley, you're going to have to go to your second, third, fourth option because he does a nice job of taking away what you do best. And I thought he did a good job today of taking away a lot of our ball screening action with Ridge and all the stuff with him getting in the lane. And we just basically had to hit some shots with some other guys. He made other guys hit shots, and I wasn't sure if it was ever going to happen, but we finally in the second half was able to get it in the middle of the jump there and finish a couple down low, hit a three or two there late, and get to the free throw line. It was an ugly game.
Well, Coach, and not to jump to the end here, but I thought the big momentum changer that in the fourth quarter there, of course, it was a struggle for both teams up to the first three quarters. 6:20, Tyler hits that big three to finally put you in the lead. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, that was a huge shot. We had been praying for one. I guess it had got to that point by that point in the game. All game, I think at one point we were 0 for 14, maybe 0 for 15. And we had really good looks at the basket wide open. And Tyler finally knocked one down, and it kind of got us rolling a little bit, maybe a little bit too much. We took a couple bad ones. We started feeling so good off that 1-3 we hit that we took a couple bad ones when we had the lead, but it was a big boost to us.
Coach, Lance had 13 points, 15 rebounds today. Talk about his performance out there.
I thought in the second half, him hitting those shots down low and going to him a little bit more was part of the reason of the game change. They were having to suck in a little bit more after he scored a couple times, and he can do that. He's capable of doing that in any game.
Tyler, when you did hit that three, it kind of felt like before that you were getting frustrated, your shots weren't falling. So just for you personally, how big was that for you to kind of get that momentum and then you hit the free throws down the stretch?
Yeah, it was a big relief to hit that shot. Finally, see everyone go through the net. It was a pretty big shot.
For the three of you guys, obviously, three of Perry's best players, to watch that shot go up at the very end, I mean, what was all of y'all's reaction? Like, oh my God, please don't go in.
I'm going to throw up.
Throw up.
I definitely thought it was going to go in.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
It was definitely on line to go in. It was just a little hard. They hit three huge, incredible shots. Well, two huge, incredible shots and almost a third.
Hey, Coach, when you came out that last time out when they had the three-point attempt, did it enter your mind at all maybe to foul before that and put them on the free throw line?
No, not with the subs we had in. We're so small that I was afraid that if we did put them on the line and they made the first one, put back City.
You look at the shooting, like you said, you guys at one point were 0 for the day. You ended up 1 of 14 three-pointers. They were 2 for 8. Both teams struggled at the free throw line. I know from years and years ago, this is a tough place to shoot. Did that pose a lot of problems for you guys?
Well, if you consider the two games we've played here, we've really not shot it well. 6 out of 25 from the free throw line the first time we were here. So evidently it does pose some kind of problem that we will have to find a way to remedy by Monday.
And Coach, let's talk about Lance for just a minute. He ends up with a double-double here, 13 and 10. Was immense in the middle there against Dylan Long, especially in the early going. Talk a little bit about Lance and his performance here today.
Like I said a while ago, I thought he played tremendous, and Lance has that capability to play that way in any game. He's done it several times this year, and when he's got confidence and he's healthy and his knees are good, he's as good as any big man in the region.
And Coach, I know we're not supposed to talk about officiating, but my question is, this is the first time a lot of teams have seen the 13th region officials. How big of an adjustment is that? I know as a coach, you know it's going to be an adjustment. How big of an adjustment is it for your kids?
Well, I mean, it's the adjustment that we have to make every year, and I think it is a big adjustment because I just feel like we call it tighter in the 14th. and they let you play a little bit more physically, especially in the paint area, with the 13th, but we've been over and played the 13th several times this year, so we've got looks at that officiating.
All right, Coach, we'll move on here now to the student athletes. Tyler, let's talk just a little bit here about your day. You ended up with 15, led the team in scoring, hit that big 3 there to finally put you guys in the lead. Talk a little bit about your day and your thoughts on the win.
A lot of mine was going to the basket and hitting some free throws down the stretch. And I felt like I did an all right job of what I like to do, and that's what I like to do. My jump shots wasn't hitting too good tonight.
Ridge, pull that mic up there to you a little bit so we can hear you. Talk about your day, man. It was a brawl out there back and forth, especially you the point. Talk a little bit about your game.
Well, it was tough. We were sending 2 at me the whole game, so I was just trying to find open teammates, give them open shots.
And Lance, with your double-double, big in the paint, tell us your thoughts on today.
I thought it was a good day. I just had to stay calm, be cool and collective, and get stuff done.
Coach, moving on, you've either got Breathitt or not. Monday night, played them both this year. Talk a little bit about what you think both teams will do in this next game.
Oh gosh, I have no idea what they'll do in this next game. Both teams are really good teams. Both beat us this year, both at their place. They both give us problems in the paint area. Thought we did a good job of guarding perimeters in both games, but in the paint they give us a lot of problems. They're more athletic. And when we're talking about Breathitt, I felt like they were a little more athletic than us in the paint area. And Knott's just got that big old guy that's just hard to handle down low, and we'll have to make some adjustments either way.
All right, Perry Central Commodores advancing on to the semifinals of the 14th Region Tournament 40-37 today over Estill County. Congratulations, guys, and thank you for coming in.
Thank you all.